So, tonight is an indoor recording. We live in a globalized world. Yes, we do. Okay, I'm done. We've been global consumers of the world for at least 500 years. When the Venetians, along with the Spanish, the Dutch, the French, and the British, were ruling the seas and conquering new territories. And we're not even talking, randomly speaking, about Marco Polo, who is more than just a stupid game that kids play in pools just to have fun and to annoy their parents. Marco Polo and his Silk Roads, or the Mongolian Empire and Genghis Khan, or even the Ottoman Empire, not to mention the Roman Empire. Humans have been travelers for thousands of years and have conducted commerce for just as long. I mean, languages, both written and oral, were developed around the Mediterranean Sea as a means of doing business. Human interactions have been related to commerce as a way to spread languages, culture, goods, and sometimes domination, religions, or diseases. The last two are not necessarily mutually exclusive. Where has this ancient globalization taken us? Well, largely to our present chaotic situation. Along the ages, we, the super smart humans, have developed ways to invent tools to quicken our means of doing business. We invented the wheel, domesticated animals that we abused to carry the ship we wanted to sell. Then we realized that we could enslave other humans to do the hard labor we didn't feel like doing. I mean, why should I clip my toenails if I could get a slave to do it for me? Some men don't need a slave, they have a wife for that. We invented engines to power vehicles. We created new weapons to destroy more people and avoid carrying a heavy sword. New weapons like the atomic bomb were considered more humane and less barbaric than the sword because a ruler didn't have to get his hands dirty to get his point across. Splitting skulls is so 600 years ago. From small engines, we invented bigger ones, and even jet ones, to carry us and our ship to sail even further and faster. But that wasn't enough. Fast forward. We needed ways to communicate faster and more efficiently. I didn't say more qualitatively. Efficiency is not necessarily a synonym to quality. So we invented the internet and emails and soon MySpace. Remember that? Mark the Z-Man, not human, invented a way to create a global community of people who seemingly had nothing in common and made them like or dislike each other on various important topics, such as from what food to take in picture, to whether or not Trump is a crook, to capturing a picture of Trump being a crook, to taking a selfie imitating Trump sending an early morning tweet while achieving his morning defecating duties, to being outraged that force-feeding a goose can create an exquisitely tasteful foie gras, to being mindful of global warming while not wondering whether the use or abuse of virtual technologically advanced reality is contributing to it or not. You still with me? Okay. Have we lost our local world or local identity? I'm not talking about national identity, often assimilated to a certain sense of xenophobia, but local identity. Enjoy local interactions in our local community. What used to make a Floridian recognizable from a New Yorker, from a Texan, from a Londoner. Along with exacerbating our narcissism, have technology, modern globalization, and social networks made us lose our sense of self, our sense of being local within a community that should matter first. When following the tribulations of a Swedish teenager with an important message to spread, have we left out the importance of being responsible actors of our local community? Slavery has supposedly ended. Who will I pay to clip my toenails? Pedophilia is now frowned upon. Who will discreetly take care of my basic needs? These are among the legitimate questions that a Catholic priest can ask himself as a responsible actor of his community. So before you click like or dislike, before you comment on the next rightful or not virtual reality insurgency, ask yourself if, as a consumer of the global economy, you're doing genuinely enough to preserve your local community. Because it all starts with you and your neighborhood. The butterfly effect starts somewhere. Thank you.